Well, this warm weather sure is a sign that spring is on the way. It means it's time to think about spring planting. Sarah is in the Fox lot with tips from Derek Thomas. Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Tony, that's right. And you know what? It's been so warm. I've already seen my neighbors out in their garden. And when everybody gets out in their garden, it's like a day or so after that, they're like, oh, my body aches. I hurt. I can't move. So Derek Thomas is here with Thomas Landscapes to tell us about how we can kind of get over the aches and pains as we start this planting season. We have it a lot.
Well, and it's exploded. And so, you know, what we're talking about today is the use of aromatherapy. It's been used for centuries. You know, people know lavender and geranium and lemongrass, and there's different oils that, you know, evoke special moods and things like that. You know, and when you get out of, after a long day in the garden, it's a little bit of, it's time for some me time. And what I want to talk about today is things like natural gels. Like this particular gel is olive oil and green tea. Fabulous gel, really nice and cleaning. There's another one here that's lavender and hemp oil, and this one and all of this line, you can get them at Yes, or you can get them at Whole Foods or different places like that. This one, it's a very clear gel, has no artificial ingredients, wonderful. And then what about soaps? You know, when you think about soaps, like this particular soap here, it's a gelatin soap, so it's not going to have any of those harmful buildups that soaps will have.
It's very clear, yeah.
A lot of the farmers markets will have these made up.
It smells wonderful.
Now, what about if after you've toiled in the garden a little bit, you want to play with making your own goodies? And what we've got here is...
Oh, we need to take the seal off, Derek.
We need to take the seal off. What we've got here, this is an unscented cream. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of lavender oil to that. And you mix up your cream. And what this is really good is particularly if you've had any kind of allergies. Now, the other thing is this cream is only about $4. And we just put in about maybe 2 cents worth of, you know, the oils. I'm going to have a little bit. You have a little bit. And we've got just a wonderful, wonderful lavender cream.
Good idea.
Now, what about after, you know, you've been in the garden a couple of days and those bones are starting to ache? You know, you can get the soaks. And I've seen soaks that, you know, salt soaks that are like $50.
It's ridiculous. But you can do your own.
1 part Epsom salt to half a part baking soda. Once again, we're going to go with the lavender. Add in some lavender oil, just some shakes. And what I'm going to do this time of the year, while you're out there pruning, take a little bit of this. And this is going to be just nice because it's going to float up at the top in your bath. We're going to mix this all together.
Now, how much of this should you use, like in the bathtub? Would you use this entire thing for 1 bath?
Yeah, for 1 bath, I would use this. Use half a cup of baking soda with 1 cup of Epsom salt. You can buy both of those just over the counter at the grocery store. And I want you to smell how wonderful this salt is.
And this is lavender, correct?
And it's lavender. Smell, just, isn't that wonderful?
And lavender's so strong. It doesn't take much. I smell it as soon as I come out, like my front door.
Now, for those hard cuticles after you've been in the garden, this is pure shea butter. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a little bit of that, and I'm going to add a little bit of geranium oil. Now, the nice thing about geranium oil actually has an antiseptic quantity, and we're going to roll that together there. And that's just pure shea butter. You can get the shea butter at Whole Foods, Yes. They sell it in a tub like this. It'll last forever. You keep it in a cool location. And what you can do is you work that in and you smell the geranium oil.
It smells wonderful.
And it's going to get down into the cuticles. It's going to help clean it. It's antiseptic, so it's going to be cleansing. And the nice thing about it is you can do these things at home, and after you've been toiling in the garden for a while, take a moment, pamper yourself.
It's like I had spa day with Derek. I didn't even have to be in the garden today.
Well, and it's part of the garden, you know?
Right, okay.
So absolutely.
Derek, thank you so much. Of course, we have a link to his site on our site, myfoxdc.com, if you'd like to see what he put together here.
And like us on Facebook, Thomas Landscapes.
We'll be right back.
The Fox 5 Weather app. Look 10 days ahead or hour by hour. View today's video forecast and radar that can pinpoint your neighborhood free at your App Store or Android Market.